little bit of, sunshine, a little bit of whimsy.
It's competitive, improvisational comedy.
Sunshine and whimsy. Fine, a little bit of macho comedy.
Yeah. Sport.
Sports
don't have sunshine and whimsy.
We have a red team versus a blue team, and they will be competing all night. Whoever has the most points at the end will win tonight's match.
It's not comedy about sports. It's comedy as a sport. Comedy played as a sport.
Every single thing said or done up on this field is going to be made up on the spot by suggestions from you guys.
Tonight, Loyal Fans.
All right.
Everybody's like, because I went, okay.
ComedySportz is the greatest improv experience in the world. And that's, you can tell them I said it.
Things about me, I cut X marks
I love doing it. I was part of the ComedySportz High School League when I was in high school, so I've been improvising for about 9 years or so now, and I'm continuing to do it, and it's great.
I don't want to stop. His name is Steve.
For me, I can't get enough of being up on stage in front of people.
I first saw ComedySportz when I was in middle school, and I fell in love with it. And when I went to high school, I went and came and saw a couple shows, and when I graduated, I was like, I want to learn how to do that.
I used to be a theater major when I first got out of high school, and the theater teacher in a roundabout way in college told me that I was not good.
You are horrible because you like to play cards all the time, and all you know how to do is cheat. Deuces are wild, Ace. Ace cards. I don't know poker.
He told me to take an improv class because he thought it would be more my speed, and I did take a class. I tried out for a company that was a sister team to our ComedySportz, and I never went back to theater ever again.
I took a class from Jeff a few years ago, and I was coming at it from an acting perspective, actually. I was an actor first and then came into improv, and I fell in love with it, and I've been doing it ever since.
I'm not used to being on the spot. I'm the director of ComedySportz, and I've been here from the beginning, since September of 1987. I started in Wisconsin doing the show, and then I moved out here in 86 and started finding performers out here.
Say hello to my little friend.
Hello. I want you to be a good husband and change the tire. Or my parents are not gonna like me.
I don't really want to meet your parents if that's what they talk like.
The great thing about the show is that it's not just for theater people. You don't have to have any background to have done improv before. All these guys went through training and classes, and we've had people on the team that are software engineers, programmers. We've had lawyers on the team.
Junior high school teachers.
Junior high school teachers. And they just took our classes and discovered they had this hidden talent for doing improv.
Red team, Len, L-E-N.
Yeah! My exsanguinating friend, his name is... What's my name? Yes, it's Ben! I will say it, I'll say it again! I got a golden egg, it's from a hen! Go around a little bend! Click, take it right with the head! It was the
For us, the key is the ensemble. And people will ask me all the time, do you get nervous when there's a lot of people out there? And I'll say, no, I don't. And they say, oh, is it because you've been doing it for a while? And I say, no, it's because I completely trust these guys around me.
Oh, no. We're out of steroids. I don't know what I'm going to do.
Jeff, sing it. I don't know what I'm going to do.
And I know that I can't look silly or dumb or fail on stage because these guys aren't going to let me.
Without my medicine. never win the prize. How can I play baseball when my head is the same size?
We had something in the show tonight where Sean and I just made eye contact, and we knew that we were going to do this whole slow motion scene at the end of that Marshmallow Sing It, where he just wound up and did it, and I was pitching, and we kept it going. We both just kind of locked in, and we just knew what we were going to do right there. And those are my favorite moments in the show, when you just make eye contact with someone without saying anything. They know. They're so in sync with you, and I don't mean the boy band. They know exactly where you're going, and you know where they're going. Failure is a part of improv. It's a natural part of it. There's failures in every show. There's failures in every scene. Sometimes they're little tiny things that no one in the audience would even know. Sometimes they're things that the audience does know when they fail.
And sometimes it's even funnier when it happens.
Yeah.
Woody, I don't think this is a good idea. I'm freaking out here.
That's kind of our philosophy in here, is that if you're going to fail big. So the audience would rather see a huge failure than watch us just play it really safe, because when we play it really safe, it'll get maybe a little laugh. So we just, go for it in every scene. And if it fails big, and they at least find it interesting. When Ben went to jump into Courtney's arms and she didn't see him coming and he just fell flat. Part of Ben knew that Courtney wasn't going to catch him, and he kind of did it anyway. And that's, I guess you could call that a failure, but it was big. It was a huge thing that happened, and you saw the audience's reaction. They just went nuts.
Come out! Come on!
I'm out!
Where have you been? The kids are waiting! I need you outside!
Okay. Hey, Barney, here he comes.
The failure actually is kind of like watching a car crash at NASCAR. Yeah, that's
Or
the failure.
hearing the tires screech right
Yes.
before an accident,
Yeah.
and you yearn for that crash.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like that when you're on stage, and you're almost you're starting to fail. Although, I mean, we do fail, but at the same time, there's not a script, so there's technically no mistakes, since no one knows what is going to happen next. We just kind of justify what we're doing, and therefore there are no mistakes.
Does anybody want to see 10 seconds?
The stage is padded, so Ben was okay. And as long as he didn't get seriously hurt, it's funny.
If you got seriously hurt, it's even funnier.